Well, check out this lineup, and each of these concerts is raising money for hurricane relief. The Helping Hands concert series is bringing some big names to Banner Elk, North Carolina. Joining me now with more on this summer concert series are Bill Carter, the concert organizer, and Nancy Owen, of course, Banner Elk Tourism Director. Great to have both of you joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And I see you brought a guitar, and not just any guitar. Who signed this guitar, Nancy?
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. Let's see, take a look. Can you hold that up for us and show us that? There you go. And this is one of 4 that you're auctioning off.
Yes, we have 4 guitars signed by Keith Urban, Shania Twain, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood.
So those are definitely some big names that we have heard about for sure. Tell us a little bit about, I understand, Bill, you have a lot of these connections. You kind of grew up in the music industry, didn't you?
Well, I was in Nashville from 1981 until I retired and moved here in 2020, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I spent all those years working with country music and in rock and roll. So I worked with the Rolling Stones for like 15, 18 years.
Oh my goodness, so he is a legend.
He's a living legend for sure.
And using that to do good and really help out the people, your new friends, of course.
These artists have worked with me through the years, and they called me and wanted to come over and do something to help. And I was happy to accommodate them. But yeah, I think it's the relationships through the years. And actually, a couple of artists have sent substantial donations. I won't mention them so nobody will be calling them trying to solicit funds for them. But they're very generous, and they're very busy, and they do what they can. So I'm really grateful that the help that we've gotten, and we can do more. So we've just kind of slowed down with these 3 concerts series, and then we may do more after the first year.
And you've got big names coming in for the summer.
Jimmy Fortune, the Statler brothers. I had a foundation in Arkansas, and he came to me and said, I'd like to come and do that. And then he did a Johnny Cash Music Festival for me in Jonesboro, Arkansas. He's awesome. He's from Roanoke.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's a mountain guy.
Yeah.
And I loved when, you know, he wrote the song Elizabeth. Do you know that song?
Sing it for me. It's one of those, if I hear it, I bet I do.
Well, I can't do that. But anyway, he was talking about that song, and I said, gosh, was she your wife? Because that's a massive hit record for the Statler brothers. And Elizabeth Taylor had the Statlers come to her birthday party and sing that song.
Oh, man.
And I said, who is she? Tell me about Elizabeth. He said, well, I was writing a song on the bus when we were on tour, and I couldn't come up with the name and couldn't finish the song. So we stopped at a rest stop, or no, we stopped at a convenience store. And the waitress, I noticed her name tag said Elizabeth. I got back on the bus and I wrote that song, and I said, that's amazing to me.
So that's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Of all the people. There she is.
And that song is known as one of the biggest pop hits of all time. And it just had to be about somebody special.
Yeah, well, it is. I bet she tells that story quite a bit too. It's me. You've also got 2 other concerts. You've got, tell me about some of the other artists that you're bringing in.
John Oates and
John Oates and Jim Lauderdale. Jim Lauderdale is from Statesville. He's a legend in the music business, and he does the Merle Fest every year. And John Oates was a huge rock act.
Yeah, we got to meet John Oates. He played over at Rhythm and Roots Reunion one year, and man, that was Talk about a show. Brings
Yeah.
in quite a crowd. Well, we want everybody to know we're going to give you some information. These are coming up in June. They're all happening on the campus of Lee's McRae College, and the money raised during this concert series is going to hurricane relief efforts still underway in that Banner Elk area. Of course, all the businesses open and ready for summer tourism. For more information on the concert series, you can go to elkriverhelpinghands.org.